Well, guys, are you ready for the thrilling SAP Cloud Challenge?
Yes!
Well, my friends at SAP have a saying, and here it is. Simplify everything so your customers can do anything. The SAP Cloud simplifies things for customers. Keeping it simple is the goal. And you know, I believe that approach, that simple approach, works very well in the game of golf, especially when it comes to my instruction. So today, the SAP Cloud Challenge is in 3 parts. Part number 1, I'm going to give you a simple tip on what to do when your ball is up against a collar. Part 2, Dom DeGinto is going to put that tip into action. And part 3 is the SAP Cloud Challenge, where all of you will hit this challenging shot, and at the same time, be competing for an amazing prize. How about 2 Flyers tickets in the suite, courtesy of SAP? Sound great?
Yeah!
All right, let's talk about this challenging lie. I have a lie here where there's very little grass under my ball, but an awful lot of grass right behind it. So what's the game plan for a lie like this? Well, for me, I ask myself 3 questions. Number 1, first of all, what club I'm going to use. Second, how will I set up? And third, what stroke will I apply? Let me talk about the club first. The club I would choose is a pitching wedge, and I would choose that because it has the sharpest edge of all your wedges, which means it'll get through the grass a little bit easier. It also has the straightest edge of all your wedges, which means when it comes to contacting the ball, that will help me with my direction. All right? Number 2, how would I set up? I would set up like I'm putting the golf ball. So my ball is forward, my weight is forward, I even apply my putting grip. The only difference, guys, and this is a major difference, is my club comes from grounding up in the air, so the leading edge is on the equator of the golf ball. The leading edge is against the equator of the golf ball, and that leads me to the stroke. From here, I want to get into my putting stroke. I'm going to get set up, I'm going to stay very still with my head, and I'm going to take it back in what I call a pendulum motion. So if I get wristy, or if I move my body, the odds of hitting the equator of that ball are almost 0. So we have to stay still, we have to use a pendulum stroke, you'll make good contact, the ball will bounce a little bit, and then roll right to the hole. Any questions, guys?
Nope.
Well, I would love to bring up Dom DeGinto. Dom, give Dom a nice applause here. Okay, Dom, I'd like you to get into your putting setup. So just ground that club like normal, using a pitching wedge. Good. And once you're set up and balanced and perfectly comfortable, I want you to bring that club up off the ground so that the leading edge is on the equator of that golf ball.
Got it. Yep.
And now I want you to apply your putting stroke. Stay still. Get your target line set. I'm going to step over here with this wonderful group from First Presbyterian Church. When you're ready, let it go. You're putting with a pitching wedge. Beautiful setup. And a beautiful stroke. And look at this shot, guys. That is unbelievable.
Go.
Oh,